long story short, I fancied her. She asked if she could drive my car, and I said it was fine without knowing whether or not she could drive.
You crashed it.
Yeah, I crashed it.
She crashed the light post outside of the ex-president of Guatemala.
A way to get noticed, Salma. Do you guys know this restaurant?
I've tried it out actually at the fair, but it's my first time in the restaurant itself.
They've been at the fair for a few years now, and it's one of my favorite restaurants in London. And the owners are born in Kenya, of Indian descent. And so the food is this mix of East African, Indian, and Persian food. And it's really, really delicious.
What would you do if you weren't working in the arts?
I'd be a gardener,
Yeah?
a landscape gardener. And I haven't completely given up on that. I think it's going to happen one day.
Can I serve you
Do
some?
you do a lot
you.
of it on the side?
Yes, not that I'm particularly good at it, but I really, really enjoy it. What about you, Salma? What would you do?
I've got like two extremes, I think. So it would either be jewelry design.
Oh yeah, of
You'd
course.
be amazing at
You
that.
would be amazing.
I'm still trying to get her to do that.
I would buy it. I would wear your work.
Thank you. And then, or humanitarian law. So kind of two extremes.
What about you?
I know what you're going to say. You'd be an architect.
I think that's my frustrated profession.
Oh.
Yeah, but my father, who's an architect, made sure that none of his kids would go down the same
You
path.
can't keep naming him.
No. He should be named. No, just kidding. But I think I'd love to do either something with like renewable energy or food. Yeah.
What would you do in the food business?
I don't know. Like I like eating a lot. So something that has to do with like eating yummy
I
food.
don't think you can do that professionally, though. That's not a job.
Listen, we have a gallery out of Guatemala, right? So anything is possible.
And so tell me, Stefan, what's happening with Proyectos? I mean, maybe first you can talk about like how the gallery started, you know.
It started in 2009. It was after a whole series of conversations between 3 other artists and myself. We realized that we were always complaining that we never saw shows that we liked and that moved us. And we soon came to that realization that it's not nice to be the people that just complain. So we said, okay, let's just do something about it and let's like lead with the type of work that we'd like to see.
And that's in Guatemala City, right?
Guatemala
That those
City.
conversations, early
Exactly.
conversations are happening. Yeah.
So that would be, I guess, how it started. And you know, for me personally, I mean, cat out of the bag, I guess, here because of Salma, because yeah, just follow the heart in a way. Yeah.
Do you think it's like changing the way you're running the gallery, being here, or like is it bringing new perspectives to the program? Like, tell me about whether or not that's somewhat changing like the course of the gallery being here.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think there is so many great things that are happening here, and so many great artists that are working out of London and out of the UK. We've just started our first ever presentation that we've just had this last week of Eva, who's this really, really brilliant, like London-born and raised artist from a Persian family, who we're super excited to be working with.
With Abbas, you know, he won the Frieze Artist Award a few years ago. And there's just so much generosity to his practice. How would you define the program of the gallery? Is there anything that brings the artists that you're working with together?
You know, like I love those artists that are able to just paint a pretty painting or do work that's just like so visually appealing, and I have so much admiration. But I guess I'm more drawn to those artists that, apart from doing all of that, are dealing with a lot of the issues of our world and of our times, that are unafraid to take positions altogether to really talk about a lot of the difficulties that we're facing, or the challenges that we have, or offering new ways of seeing the world, or of connecting with one another.
What about you, Salma, in terms of your curatorial practice at Nottingham Contemporary.
I mean, I think there's echoes. I think that for us as an institution that's regional, even though NC was always set up as being regional but with a very international outlook, I think often this notion of regional and international sort of held as polarities when in fact there's multiple ways of being both simultaneously. So we've really been playing around, particularly the last couple of years, with what does that mean to really be international but with that's locally resonant. And part of that is also thinking through having residencies with artists, grounding them in the city, but also thinking about artists who are really manifesting issues that are topical and pressing in societies. What is the curated section?
The young curator called Jare Das.
Oh, I love Jare.
You know Jare?
Yeah. She did the ceramics, the West African ceramics exhibition was fantastic. I've known her for some time. She helped me when I went to Nigeria and Ghana, like suggestions for the trip years ago. But I love her.
She's great.
Yeah.
So it's her, and she's looking at relationships across the Atlantic between 4 artists from Brazil, intergenerational, and 4 artists from West Africa, so Senegal, Angola, and Nigeria. Yeah, so looking at the sort of shared heritage and that sort of ongoing conversation that goes back to the slave trade, what's left, what's left behind, memory, land, and coastal cities. Also, there's a lot of thinking around coastal cities across both sides of the Atlantic.
This is lemon, right?
Yeah.
It's the opposite for us in Latin America. This is lima, and the green one is limon.
Ah.
Are there many people, many galleries in the focus section it's their first time?
Yeah. There's Kaya Koyuki coming from Japan for the first time this year. There's Cylinder from Korea. We've got Esquire from London. Gathering is doing the fair also for the first time in focus. They're showing Christelle Oyiri, who's showing at Tate at the moment.
Yeah.
There's about maybe 10 galleries new in the focus section.
Great.
Such a special section.
Yeah. Yeah, and then also great galleries like Hot Wheels. I love their program and what they're doing.
Yeah.
Oh, we've got Portas Vila Seca also for the first time. Gallery from Brazil.
Yeah.
And
they're very excited.
Well, I'm very excited too.
Yeah.
And then we're opening the fair with them.
Yeah.
So that will be a big moment.
So with the new floor plan.
That was great, by the way. That really changed the experience for visitors.
Stefan, do you have any advice for first-time exhibitors at the fair?
I would say, something as silly as both have fun, but also talk to everybody, because you can never know who's who. It's always so much fun in a way. It just brings out so much of the best of the city in a way. And that's again how cosmopolitan it is, people from all over. So just talk to everybody and open up as many conversations as possible.
Is there anything that you guys are looking forward to in particular for this season coming up in October?
I'm personally this is gonna sound very navel gazing, not to myself, but to you. But so looking forward to the shows at Nottingham Contemporary.
The season is 2 solos. One of them with the Palestinian artist duo, who you know very well, Rawan Abu Rahman and Basil Abbas. And we're co-commissioning that with Kunst Institute Meli, Makba, and the Bell Gallery at Brown University. And the second one is the first international survey of the late Balinese radical artist Morni. So we're very excited about it. You had a brief spell in film.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right after uni with my brother, he had studied film.
Oh, sorry. Can we include a music video in this? There is actually a music video that he appears in as well.
Yeah.
I think you should include it.
Okay, we do tell.
Do show.
So with my brother, he studied film, and I had studied art and telecommunications. So we opened, after uni, a production company. So we were doing music videos and commercials and that type of thing right before the big economic Frieze of 2008. And within that, we did this music video for a UK band called The Wave Pictures. It was like viral when viral was starting to become a thing. And so, yeah, it had like hundreds of thousands of views, and it was all shot with people in Guatemala singing the song, like lip syncing the song, but obviously like struggling because we speak Spanish. But it was a very colorful video in a way. And we have like a little cameo in the video.
Do either of you have like, I don't know, fond memories of Frieze or like funny things that happened to you at the fair?
Yeah, I have to say, within that first fair, my favorite moment was with your mom. Because we had been given the prize already, and so she was like feeling very like proud of us. And we had this rack with a lot of like the unstretched paintings of Vivian there.
Vivian Sutter.
Yeah. And there were these, she didn't know, but there were these tours of people that were coming in and talking about boots. And of course, the ones that get the prizes get so much visibility. And here comes a tour of like 20 people. And she starts not knowing who they are, but really like generously and kindly like, oh, this painting is amazing. I love this. Isn't it great? Isn't it a wonderful painting? And they're all like, yeah. It's so sweet. Yeah.
So nice.